Okay, about 40 millimeters. The Sony ZV-1. Okay, I'm gonna mail a package. Sent to my sister Naomi in Colorado. I found more pictures. My stepfather died a few years ago. He would have been 101 October 31st, but anyway, he had a camera like I did before I went to mirrorless. You know, the Sony A6100. So, anyhow, that used to be my camera, and I think I did get another point and shoot, and that was the the RX100 Mark V, the version A, which is the 1.8 to 2.8, I believe. Excellent camera. Took that everywhere with me. But anyhow, getting back to this, my parents, stepdad and mom, had the same camera I did. And they had a question or problem, I would tell them, well, okay, do this, do that. Very simple camera to do. It's the Panasonic DMC TZ5, Tango Zulu 5, or digital micro camera, I believe what it was called. But anyhow, I found over 600 photos between two SD cards. One SD card in the camera, the other one inside the case where the camera was held, and I couldn't believe it. Incredible. So they showed pictures of back in 2011 where he met Naomi and her family in Arizona, in Hawaii. And then later that year, he was invited to Washington, D.C. for a memorial for the airmen of World War II. Okay? So I found those pictures. Of course, I've kept, those. But then I found one where they did their last vacation overseas, which turned into a nightmare for them. I think my mom fell and broke a leg or something. And they were also held over because in Iceland a volcano erupted. This route. Okay. Here's FedEx. Now, I got something to be delivered today, but I don't know if it's the post office or FedEx. Usually with eBay, it's the post office and or the USPS. I usually find that in the mailbox, but sometimes they work with FedEx. So I'm getting some lenses for the Sony E-mount, and it's the Viltrox 28mm. And I got 5 of them coming in. 3 I'm shipping out, if I get them today, and 2 I'm keeping. So it's the 28mm pancake, and it's an f4.5, so you can't change the aperture at all. just stays at 4.5. And you don't need a lens hood for it because there's a little switch that closes the glass or covers the glass. So it's all built into one little bitty lens. I got a white and black one. I'm sending two to Peter Craig because one can fit his ZV-1, which he calls Eleanor, and the other one can go on his A7C2. Now I have a ZV-1 in white, like Peter, but then I also have an A7CR that has a silver top, but it still looks good in black with the black small lens. And you know, 28 millimeters. I'm going to try it out, a little street photography and stuff. Pancake lenses aren't sharp, and there's a lot of distortions with the types of lens. All right, but for ease of use, and if you have it at a higher aperture anyway, especially at daytime, it should work okay. It was $99, but since I bought 5 lenses, I think I paid something like $96 for each. But I'm sending 3 to Peter. 1 he's going to give to Mr. Camera Junkie, who has an A7C2, and you can try it on that one. It's a full frame lens. He already has the 24 to 50 millimeter f2.8. He has some classic Sony lenses also. Okay. Almost had an accident there. Oh, left lane ends. Okay, go over here. I don't see anybody working in this area. And I don't know if they're going to build any towers on this side. They have on the other side, so. So I have to get me a pad or a package, put this USB stick in there, put on the address to my sister's, mail it. And I thought I'd get a couple of video shots in. I might go a different route. I know you're gonna like what I'm gonna do. So instead of going on this road all the way, I think it'd be a little bit easier for me to make a left and go to 3009 and then make a right. Because school will be getting out shortly for some of the students. I think it's right down here. Yeah. And look at all the traffic. It's only 1:30. Peterson Road. So I take this road many times at night. I don't know if it's clear. With the LCD screen, you don't really, it's not very good. And see, now it's just, doesn't know what it's tracking. So anyway. Usually go the other way where you see the towers, electrical wires. This way you get to see the cactus, beautiful homes. City of Shirts, Forest Ridge. And I live in Retama Ridge. I forget what the neighborhood is called across the street. But a lot of ridges. That can, it was blowing. It's very windy today. Yeah, but it's 88 degrees. So you figure, you know, it's been 82 the past 2 days. A little rain on both days, which was nice. But usually when I leave McDonald's, I make a right here. See, I hate it when they do that. They make a right, they don't have a turn signal. Or a left. I have wife's family up here. I'll go and visit them someday. So an uncle and aunt and a cousin lives right around the corner. I think it's at F8 or F9. I let Sony do its thing. I got it on program mode. It usually doesn't change because if I put it on aperture, it'd be like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and then the camera overheats. So you find a pretty good medium. It's been doing pretty good at program mode, even at night. You know, go to 1.8, but I don't have the ISO basically going above 6400, and the pictures look pretty good. And doggone it, they got construction everywhere. Well, they're doing like electricity, working on a light. So it's easier for me to make a right than it is a left because it's a school zone and a lot of people come and pick up their kids, even if it's a high school. Yeah. What is going on? The guy has to make a right. A lot of crazy people. got a 128 gig card in here, so I just hope I don't lose my spot where I'm supposed to turn right. It's been a while since I've gone to the post office. Up here anyway. Usually I go to the main one, but there's a lot of traffic there. So usually after a lot of these walls that's supposed to block the sound of the cars driving by, which I don't think works. And making right up here. Yep. This one right here. Slim chickens. $2.29. That's how much I paid for gas yesterday too. It's gonna go right back up after the election. I'll tell you that right now. So you see it's 20 miles an hour, school district. But I'll be pulling in the post office. So thank you for tagging along. I shall see you in about 5 minutes. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.
As Earth. While Neptune is slightly heavier than its fellow ice giant Uranus, it has a slightly smaller diameter. And